Hello, friends. In continuation to our series on what is right for a child, where we made a video on breastfeeding, today we will be talking about another important topic called colic, which is faced by mostly all the new parents, as around 1 out of 3 children face the colic problem. And today we will be talking about its symptoms, recommendation on how we can soothe the pain of colic for the children, and how we can help the parents go through that phase without any problem. Colic happens usually between the age group of 0 to 3 months, when the baby is getting accustomed to the outside world, to the outside environment, and also the foods which the mother is eating. Colic is when an infant cries for more than 3 hours in a day, for more than 3 days in a week, for more than 3 weeks. The condition is a bit of a mystery, as colic can go away between the age group of 0 to 3 months. Children with reported colic were significantly sleep less than what is recommended for their age, that is 22%, and 44.5% would have sleep awakenings in the night, which is really a big number. Some things to keep in mind are colicky babies can be fussier at one time of the day, which is mostly evenings. Irrespective of whether the child is breastfed or formula fed, colic can happen. Even doctors do not have the exact idea of why colic happens and what is the exact remedy for the same. Colic usually happens if the child is 2 weeks old, if they are full term, or later if they are premature. Some reasons which we can associate with colic can be a growing digestive system with muscles which often spasm, gas, adjustment to the foods which the mothers are eating. So the mothers have to be very cautious of whatever they are eating in the initial months. Like they have to avoid gassy foods like beans, cauliflowers, broccoli, whole wheats, dairy products, and many such foods which they might come across and feel that could be the cause of colic for their babies. Hormones that can cause belly pain or crankiness, sensitivity to light or noise, a developing nervous system, an early form of childhood migraine, not able to self-soothe, or milk allergies. Some conditions can look like colic, but if the condition worsens, we have to get the babies tested for any infections, acid reflux or stomach problems, sensitivity to formula or breast milk, pressure or inflammation in the brain, eye problems like a scratch or pressure in the eye, uneven heartbeat, injury to bones, muscles or fingers. For these reasons, we might have to get babies tested, or we can take them to the doctor. What are the colic symptoms we can look out for would be a colic child might cry at the same time, usually in the evening if it's the colic pain. A colic cry might sound a different, more urgent and without reason cry, which we can look out for. The colic cry can be high pitched as if they are in pain, and it can last for several hours. Also, babies with colic cry would have symptoms like clenched fists, arms and red faces while they are crying. They can be burping or passing lots of gas, and a tight belly. So how can we treat this colic? As we are not sure about the exact cause of colic, there are different ways which can bring relief to the child, and we have to actually try all these different methods and find out the exact method which can soothe our baby. First thing is to understand the baby, understand the baby's cry. If we know our baby's cry, we would be able to help the baby soothe the colic pain with the method most suitable to that particular child. So few methods which we can deal with to help the colic pain are: make sure that the child is not hungry, but do not overfeed the child. We need to make sure that the child burps every time he or she feeds. If you are breastfeeding, make sure you consult your doctor about any medications or food allergies the child can have. The lactating baby should not take much air into their belly while sucking. We need to make sure that we change the body position of the children more often, as they are mostly stagnant. So we need to make sure that they are moving or bring them on their tummy so that there is movement in their body also. We need to rock them or massage their back or tummy to relieve the pain. Talk or sing softly to the baby. Use a pacifier. Take them for long walks or a car ride. Also, a warm bath can help in that situation. The symptoms of colic eventually get better as a child reaches the age of 4 months, or the symptoms can stay till the age of 6 months also, but we have to be consistent with the try of how we can soothe the baby with all these methods I have stated so far. Now, how does colic affect the parents? As the colicky baby doesn't sleep much at night, it can be very stressful for the parent. The parents would mostly be sleep deprived. Mothers can have postpartum depression. They can have the sense of the things not under their control. The mothers can also end breastfeeding earlier than required. Also, there is a syndrome called shaken baby syndrome, which happens in which if the baby is crying for prolonged hours, and usually happens due to frustration or anger, as the parents can do anything to stop the crying of the baby, but always remember to treat the baby gently, and there is no reason to shake the baby. So we have to be very mindful while handling the colic baby. If the parents are having trouble managing their emotions or stress level, they should always seek professional help. A doctor's advice is needed when the colic symptoms are extreme and cannot be soothed, in which baby is inconsolably crying, their behavior or crying patterns changes significantly. They can have a fever of 100.4 degree Fahrenheit or higher, difficulty breathing, vomiting, bloody poops. So we should be vigilant of all these symptoms, and a doctor's consultation is required at that time. Also, the parents need to take care of their mental well-being. Dealing with colicky baby is very stressful, so they have to be there for each other. Also, take breathers in between, take help from family or friends, and take a break, as that is what is required if we are handling a baby whose colic symptoms are not going away. In the end, we need to be very careful handling the colicky baby, understanding the baby, making a bond with the baby in the earlier times, and apart from that, taking care of ourselves. So with this note, I would end this video, and if you have any queries related to colic or early childhood care, you can contact us by clicking on the link below or calling on the number given. We would come up with more such videos, informative videos, which can help you, which can help the parents deal with the early childhood problems. Thank you.